Welcome everyone to my channel Space Remote Sensing and GIS. Today we are going to discuss a very interesting topic which is the continuations of the last week, which we gave a lecture over a spatial analysis. And in the spatial analysis we discuss about a certain techniques where we understand we try to solve a spatial problem, which is basically there is a flood, and due to the flood there is a number of transformer and power station is actually damaged. So in terms of megawatt, how much it is lost, that we estimated. Okay, but today we are going to discuss the same kind of thing, but here using the spatial analysis, we are going to use the spatial model building technique. Okay, so spatial model building is actually helping you to solve the spatial problem with using of some kind of steps which we did in a spatial analysis step by step, and that we make it as a model. So we can perform the spatial analysis by running the geoprocessing tool separately. Okay, so however there is another user which you want to see which tool that you are actually going to use for which particular order, so you would not able to fully share the informations without the sharing the entire projects, so providing the details and everything. Okay, so ArcGIS Pro, you can automate your spatial analysis workflow in a several different way. So you just see that we can three different way we can do the automations in ArcGIS Pro. One is obviously there is a coding technique. Using the coding I can generate automations, or using the task generation we can generate automations. Another one is the model building. So using the model building also we can generate the task, we can generate automated our work. So model building is actually helping us to solve the problem with the model. Okay, to solve the problem in automations, like I will just give inputs and the outputs I will get directly. So for this exercise, you see last time we already having this same kind of informations. So here you see we have the data of counties, Lahar zone and the parcels. So what is our objective this time is we will try to solve uh, in terms of dollar how much it is actually affected. Okay, parcel wise and scenario wise, that informations I want. So if I want to do that, so what will the process? So first is how to generate a model. So in the toolbox, if I go in a toolbox in a model builder, okay, so you see here as there is no model is available. So if I want to create a model, there's a two way. Either you can right click on this, go to the new and select the model. This is the one process. Clear? There is another process to create a model, that is you can directly go to the analysis tab, and here you have the model builder. See, if I click the model builder, there also this model will going to add. So I will just click the model builder and you see the model is came here directly. Now if you want to give this model as a specific name, okay, so you can give the name also. Okay, so I am just uh, giving a model name, suppose test model. So see, when I give the name of this model, then don't give any space. When you give the label, you can give a space there, test space. Okay, so simply I will just save this model. Now how I'm just going to create this model, the step by steps that I just want to see over. So now we have the two data sets. The very first steps which we need to do, that is we want to create a buffer area around the Lahar zone. This is the Lahar zone areas which I did last time also, okay, in the special analysis. If you don't see in my last video, so please see the last video so then you can understand the concept which I am just trying to explain in this model. Okay, so I'm just going to create Lahar zone. So buffer over the Lahar zone scenario wise I want to create a buffer. So for that I will going to use a tool which is known as a buffer. So in the model builder you have the options to find the tool. Suppose I am finding the buffer. Okay, so the buffer tool I am just simply drag and drop over here. Okay, so now in this buffer tool, I need to input of this particular lahar zone. So I will just double click on this, keep the input data as a lahar. Okay, now distance I am giving 1000 feet. If you see my last video, then you can see I will given 1000 feet only. So US feet only I'm going to use it here as a US data. So simply click on OK. So now this is what my buffer area will be there. Okay, now the next steps which I need to do, okay, so that is we want to extract this parcel informations. Okay, like see, if I open the parcel attribute informations, so in this I just want the total valuations and the acre pool. Okay, these two informations I want to add. I want to extract this column and I want to add with this informations which I just extracted. Okay, so then only I can get the information scenario wise. Okay, I will get the information scenario wise, otherwise I will not get the information scenario wise. Okay, scenario wise parcel this informations like garage field, okay, and total valuations, these two informations I want in this. So for this there is a specific tool we can use it here, that is make a feature list. So either you can search from here or you can search from here also, just like go to the analysis tab, click the toolbox, and here also you can search same way like make feature. Okay, so if I just make a feature layer, okay, so you see here make a feature layer tool is came, so you can simply drag this tool and drop it over here. Now this make feature layer tool, you need to give input your parcel layer because you want to split these informations, okay, from this. So make feature layer tool, when we are using the creating feature layer from the feature class, okay, or the layer file that is actually created a temporary and it will not persist after the session ends unless the layer is actually saved into the disk on the map here. So basically it is actually splitting the informations from that attribute and it will create the output on that. So I will just going to select that uh, parcel layer. Okay, and in the parcels whatever the columns I want to split out, so that is total valuations and the acre fill. So I will click that and simply click on OK. Now these two informations I want to put in a one place. Okay, so for that I will going to use another tool, that is my intersect tool. So let's search the intersect. So what intersect is actually doing, see, it will take the informations from the both the table and it will put in a one attribute. That is what the intersection is usually do over that. Okay, so now here in the intersect tools, first input will be my this one. Which one? This lahar zone. So I will just going to select the lahar zone and I will give the input. Okay, so this is my first input. Now the second input, obviously this parcel layer only. Okay, so you can directly drag over here also input feature, you just see here. Okay, so these two are came. So one is my lahar zone and these are parcel informations. So both the informations I got the informations over here. If you want to give some name change, you can give a name change. I am not changing any name here. So whatever by default is coming, I will go with this. Simply click on OK. So now this information's lahar zone, the buffer which we created, okay, for each scenario, that I also extracted the informations layer from the acre fill and the total valuations. These two columns will added with my one features which is my buffer output class which I generated. Okay, now the next things which I just want to do over here, okay, so that is very important. So that is I want to do the spatial join. Why? So spatial join I want because I want to use this county informations also with this output. Okay, so county wise, scenario wise, county name wise, the output will going to create for me. So that's why I will going to use the another tool which is called as a spatial join. Okay, so I'm just going to drag and drop this spatial join over here, and now I will just connect this target feature. So now as of now you see it is not activated because you need to give the second input, okay, in the join features. So that will be your counties. So counties informations also will added with this. Okay, so match operation, obviously it is your intersects only. So simply click on OK and see it will adjust it. So if you want to adjust this full model in a proper way, so come to the model builder, and here you have options called auto layout. So if you click on that, so your tool will be adjusted accordingly. Now one more steps we want to finish this model, that is we want to summarize the statistical informations. We want to create a table from this output. The table will show, see, this output is basically showing the Lahar zone, which is extracted the county wise and the parcel information. It will contain in this share file. But I want the informations, the acre full, and that valuations, okay, total valuations, county wise, scenario wise, extracted as a separate table. So to doing that, I'm going to use one more geoprocessing tool, which is known as spatial statistics or summary statistics, sorry, summary statistics. So I will just simply drag this summary statistics tool, okay, and now we need to just connect this with that. Okay, so just double click on this. Now you see what the field I want to connect. Okay, so that is very important to understand over here. So we want to estimate, suppose, the total valuations. Okay, so we just select the total valuation sum, but in case field we require the two information. One is name wise and the scenario wise, both informations we want. So we will select the name and we will select the scenario. So name wise, county name wise, scenario wise, okay, the total valuation sums for the each parcels. Okay, so that we will going to extract now using the statistics. So let's do it. Okay, so do auto layout. So my total model is ready. Okay, so now once the model is ready, you can save the model. So if you click this save the model is saved now. Okay, now if you want to validate the model, then just click this validate the model. So your model will be validated. Okay, so that is the process how you can validate your model also. Now the next and important steps is we have to run this model and we want to see the results. That's what we need to do. So I'm just simply validate my model. Okay, so once the validate, see, these two are my major output which we're going to add with my maps. So select this, right click and click on add to display. Same thing, select it, right click and click on add to display. So now this maps information is also displayed in the map. So again save it, validate it and run the model. So if there is any error in the model, so it will be red and it will stop running. And if there is no error in the model, so model will generate the outputs. Okay, so it will directly add it with this map. You just see. Okay, so let's wait few minutes to run this model. So once the model will run, we will see and discuss about the outputs. Okay, so this is the process actually how we are actually doing the analysis. See here, now it is done. Okay, so you can close it, come to this, see two output generated. This is the first output, one is the other shape files which is generated, and this is your table. So let's switch off this parcel layer. Okay, and see, this is the Lahar zone. Okay, buffer spatial join extracted value. See, so it is extracted Lahar buffer wise. Okay, the parcel layer also it is extracted, which I want for my analysis. Okay, this is the first output, and the second one is if you just go in an open attribute table, so you see there is a counting name wise, scenario wise, total valuations. Okay, some total in terms of dollar, how much it was affected for the each case scenario, county wise, that informations we generated. So if you want to generate this in a currency mode, you can do that also. Right click, you can go to the field. Okay, so you can change this mode from the numeric to the currency. Okay, so then it will come in dollar or rupees, whatever you will fix your currency accordingly. Okay, you just see here, now it's coming as a rupee wise. Understand how we can do this analysis? Now the very interesting thing is, if someone having no idea about this model building, and I want to give some person who can directly give as an input and directly get the results, so that we can convert this model as a tool. So to converting this model as a tool, okay, so anybody can use that for their analysis. Understand? So if you see in a catalog, if you just double click on this model, see what it will going to show you now. It will not open now. It will going to show you some information just like parameter is missing or something. See, no parameters is there. So that's what it is coming. Okay, so if you want to define the parameter, like so somebody else will use this model with their data, so whatever the input files will be there now, you have to make it as a parameter, just like this. Just make it as a parameter. P, select it, right click, select it as a parameter, select it, right click, and select it as a parameter. You just see here, now you can save this. See, if you do click double click also, now it is also showing no parameter. Okay, so once you save the model, then only it will give you permission to add the parameter. Just see here, now if I double click, see, as a tool it is okay. Okay, now you see it is by default taking the buffer value as 1,000 only. Okay, if you give the input directly, it will create a buffer of 1,000. But if you want to customize your buffer, okay, suppose you want to give some value, I given is 1,000, so you may give 2,000 or 4,000. So you can customize it also. Just simply select it, right click it. Okay, so you have this is not this one, sorry, this is this buffer one. You have to select, right click, go to the create variables. Okay, from the parameters you can add this distance value field. So this distance value field, you just make it again as a parameter. Okay, now save the model. Okay, and you just double click on this. See here, I can give my value. Okay, and if I want to run, I can run the model. I generate this as a tool. Understand? So I hope you like this video. Okay, so how to create a model and how to create the model to tool, how we are using the geoprocessing tools as a model builder. Okay, so everything I described. So if you like this video, okay, so please share this video with the others and subscribe my channel. So your support is very much required, and it is giving me so much motivations to create the video, do the research in every week and create some videos. Okay, so thank you all. So please share this video with others and subscribe. Thank you all.